He wanted it comfortable, I wanted that pain.
So I guess this is video diary number 3, 4, 3, 3, I think. I just wanted to come out here and give a quick life update. I got a cat. It was pretty impulsive, but I got a cat recently, and this is her. Okay. Nala. This is Nala. Say hi, Nala. Okay, I'm sorry. You can go if you want. But no, you'll stay. Okay. So, yes, I got a cat, and I am also going to Mexico. I am going with my friends, and 10 days from now, it is going to be a week-long trip, and hopefully that'll be my opportunity to actually vlog. I'm trying so hard, you guys. I've tried vlogging so much. I have gone around to so many places and I have vlogged, but not one of them is like, I don't know, post worthy. I think. So I'm trying so hard to actually like go out and build that confidence to post it. But I'm not able to. So hopefully this whole Mexico trip will be like a nice vlogging session. I'm going to do like a day 1, day 2, day 3 vlog. Hopefully it's going to be really good. But also I did actually come across this really dumb incident recently. So it was like a little girls day out, and all of us had gone out, like bunch of girls, like 6 to 7 girls. We all had gone out to this place called the Cabana Pool Bar. It is very close to us. We live in downtown, so it's like in downtown, go downtown. And we had a lot of fun. It was Lil Jon who was playing, and it was fun until we were going home, and this really stupid incident happened with us, and I hope nobody, not even my worst enemy, has to go through it. I know the past 2 videos have been like awareness sort of clips, but at the same time, this is something that I really need to share, because this is something that I think people need to be aware of, and I hope nobody has to go through this. So the whole situation was like, we were having a lot of fun. We were by the pool. We had a lot of food and drinks. We were going home. We weren't drunk. We were like perfectly sober. All of us were completely fine. But so as we were going home, as we were walking by this certain area wherein there were like pool tables and table tennis tables, like, so there was this one guy who happened to hit my friend with the table tennis paddle. You know the ping pong paddle, the red one with the red one, the wooden one. So someone hit her with that, and she was bleeding. Okay, she was like visibly bleeding. She was bleeding pretty bad, and the guy was, I don't know, he was like an older Indian man. He was being so nonchalant about it, and he was just like, yeah, so what? I know I just accidentally hit her. I'm sorry, so what? Like, first of all, empathy, dude. Like, if someone is actually hit because of you, the least you would expect is to, actually go and apologize, or, take care of them, or immediately rush them to an ER or something like that, right? He didn't even feel remotely responsible for what he did. And I just wanted to bring this to people's attention, because most of what Cabana did is just took her to like the emergency medical services room and cleaned her wound up with like a little bit of antiseptic and applied a little bit of polysporin on it, and that's it. So I mean, obviously it is their responsibility, and they did a good job at actually addressing the situation. But at the same time, I do realize, like, the security guard over there, I was trying to like confront the guy. I was trying to like understand what the situation was, and if why is he not feeling responsible for what he did. So I was trying to go up to him and ask him what the hell he was doing, because it's not, it's not humanly to actually ignore whatever the hell was going on and continue playing like nothing's gone wrong. She was blacked out. I tried asking him, dude, she's actually bleeding. don't you want to try like at least taking her to the medical services and have them treat her? Because that's the least you would expect from someone who, you know, basically hit her with a ping pong paddle, and she's legit bleeding, like she's bleeding profusely. um I don't know how to feel about this, because is this how humans are? And especially in a completely different country, and she's just working, she's, you know, an honest worker, and she has a health card and everything, thank god. And that's when she could like get herself treated right away. But you know, Cabana did a good job actually addressing the situation and treating her immediately. But it did not help, because like as soon as we got home, there was a friend who was able to like clean up the wound and actually check what it is about and how bad it is. um, he did mention that she may or may not need stitches to the head, but she was bleeding from the neck, like from right here. And it was really bad, it was really bad, because like I was on the verge of crying. She's a really good friend to me, and I was legit on the verge of crying. And you know, it was so bad the way this man was acting. I'm definitely going to attach those clips to this video, and you know, it's not something that can be ignored. It was so bad that, you know, we couldn't handle seeing her like that. She was bleeding profusely, she was not able to like hold her head up, she was constantly putting her head down, because and she was like, I don't know, blacking out every now and then. So we didn't know how to handle the situation like that, because it was just a group of us girls, and we didn't know how to kind of go around that situation. But we were able to handle it pretty well. We went to like a pharmacy, and you know, have the pharmacist check out her wound and see how bad it is. The pharmacist also mentioned that she may or may not need stitches for it, but you know, it was a pretty complicated situation, and we all had to endure so much. Especially her, she was the one who got hit, and it was so bad for her. And apart from that, the place we were at, we were trying to call a cab for at least an hour, and nobody showed up. All the cabs were constantly cancelling on us. Oh my gosh, it was so stressful. That guy was in fact like laughing and high-fiving his friends, and oh god, the way that made me so angry. I am actually glad I filmed all of that, because I made sure to film all of that, because I wanted to kind of, you know, bring that to everyone's attention and tell that this is how Cabana is bringing in their guests. And this is, and the security people over there were also like, they were kind of stopping me. I mean, obviously it makes sense, because they don't want to cause a scene, but at the same time, like, at least to give us a sense of relief, they could have done something, like spoken to him, confronted him, or said something to him that would, you know, I don't know, warn him at least, something like that, you know, give him some sort of warning that this cannot happen again, or anything like that. So it would give us at least a sense of relief, because she was bleeding, she was profusely bleeding from her head, and obviously head is like the most sensitive part of our entire body. And he was actually being so rude, the guy, he was being very rude to us. And when we were asking for his name, he was like, why the hell should I tell you, like, you know, who are you to me and things. I mean, like, listen, if you are actually careful to look at people who pass by. And okay, he was playing with his left hand, and we were walking by. No, it was accidental, and we completely agree that it was accidental. He did not look, and she did not look either. But the reaction to it was what triggered all of us, because it was not the reaction that we were expecting. We did not expect him to be so nonchalant and, you know, just play it off like it was just something, whatever. I genuinely hope that people don't do this, because like, someone is bleeding, you guys, and no, don't tarnish the name of an Indian community worldwide, because he was an Indian guy, and we did not expect, because we thought, okay, he's an Indian, at least he would help us, right? At least he would say that, you know what, I'm gonna help you guys. And that is how a community works overseas. Like, if you're going overseas, you would expect like your own community to help you, or your own community to assist you in certain situations, but that was not the case. So I'm Indian. I would, you know, if I come across anything like this, I'll be the first to like jump into the situation and help in any way that I can. But you know, at the same time, I do realize that people like this exist, and it is so disappointing to see that unfold in front of me. If it was a Canadian person or someone from here, they would immediately jump in, and they would profusely apologize, and they would immediately make sure to treat them right away. That's how kind people are over here, and it's really nice to see it when people jump into situations and immediately offer to help or offer to do something for them, because I've seen that happen. I've seen that happen right in front of my eyes. And obviously that was not the case here. That phase went through, and I'm happy that she's okay now. She is completely fine. I've been checking up on her, and she's doing okay. But it was completely unnecessary, the way that whole thing unfolded and the way that whole thing came across to us. It was completely unnecessary and completely disrespectful on the man's part. So although it was accidental and he did not mean for it to happen, but the reaction was not necessary because his bat hit the head, right? So it would make sense for him to at the very least apologize, and have her treated, but he did not do that. It took a lot for us to not cry for her at the moment, because we could tell how badly she was hurting, and you could feel that pain. She's a close friend, and you know it I was on the verge of crying. I just tried to stay strong for her because she was profusely bleeding, and I didn't want her to know that she was profusely bleeding, and all of us were trying to stay calm, and we were trying to understand the situation. And it was so stressful, but I genuinely hope that guy gets his karma, and he was the most horrible person I have ever come across. Please just be human. It is not difficult to make someone feel safe, or make someone feel like their problem is being addressed, or their problem or their situation is being acknowledged. It's not difficult to say something like, hey, I'm here for you. If you need anything, please let me know. It is not difficult to say something like that. It's not difficult to actually execute it, because that is literally the least one could do. I'm attaching the clips in the next second. I hate the way the guy behaved, and I'd hate for anybody to behave that way. It was completely unnecessary, and this whole situation was so uncalled for.
This guy hit a friend with this bat and thinks he can get away with it. She's bleeding right now. He hit her with that. That bat.
As you can see, the whole high-fiving and chatting away and laughing business, it was very unnecessary, and the security also did almost nothing about it. The man was just standing there like nothing was wrong. So I mean, we didn't know what to do about it, but I guess it is what it is. She's fine now, but the whole situation was really bad, really stressful. So I hope no one has to go through it, and we were all very scared, very traumatized to say the least. And it was really bad. It was just so bad. I cannot explain how bad it was. I tried to control it as much as I could, but I lost control at a point. I started yelling at the guy, and obviously it was really angering for me, and it was bad. I can't explain it. It's just so bad. So that's my life update, and I think the next time I'll see everybody is when I am logging away my life in Mexico. I guess I'll keep you posted, and thank you so much for staying with me, and please know that humanity is important. Please don't let it die. The economy is already dying. We can't afford to let humanity also die. Please, guys, this is important to the entire world, and we really need some level of humanity right now. So please be human. It is not impossible. I love you. I'll see you guys soon. Take care. Bye bye.
All of me changed like midnight.